Hi guys, welcome back. It's the 28th of June today and it's time to get the elephant garlic up, so let's get cracking. So this is my elephant garlic bed. It's an 8x4 raised bed, and we've got the larger ones make up about half to 2/3, and then at the bottom end I planted some of the small bulbils that had germinated in order to grow them on to plant again in the autumn. Anyway, let's go and get some up and see what we've got. I'll bring you back when I finish. I've just got these half a dozen or so just to get up now. Okay guys, so there we go. That's what I lifted out of the bed. Now, so basically, these were left in the bed last year. Just left them in the soil, covered them over with black polythene. Then this spring they germinated under the polythene. So once they got root and a bit of top on, I just transplanted them. And then that's what you get. This bunch here around, you can see it's got the little bulbils on as well. I'm going to remove those, and that'll be planted again this late October, early November. So once that's replanted, you then get year 2, a bigger round, again more bulbils on. So then you've an option now of either harvest it to eat it or replant again. And then year 3, this one over here, you get the final big clove. And then if you want to, what you can do then is just save the biggest and the best cloves, and from one clove you'll get, you know, the same, in just 12 months it'll, well, not 12 months, but one season you'll get that, rather than have to wait 3 years, you know, by doing this method. But either way, it's handy to, it just keeps your supply going. So what I'm going to do is I'll remove all the little bulbils in case anybody wants some, and I'm just going to hang them in the shed to dry. So what I've done is I've put this little bit of a rack under the compost unit. So I've got the small rounds, the year 1 in that mushroom crate there, and then I've got the second year rounds drying out. So this will keep the worst of the rain off and it'll let air through, so they should dry quite nicely under there. So with the empty bed, I'll just clean that up a bit and give it a rake over and cover it with some black polythene, ready for the spring cabbage about 4 weeks time. And so here, the third year, or the biggest bulbs, I think there's about 17 I counted. That's the biggest one. Obviously they're not all that size, but this bunch here are all pretty big. Nice, but they were just starting to split, so I think I just got them in time really. So yeah, they should dry nicely in there. So now we'll get these shallots. I think this was variety red sun. It's time for these to come out. I think they're very nice. That's the first one. I'm really happy with those. I didn't thin them this year. Last year I thinned them and they got too big, to be honest, but they should just make a really ideal size for pickling onions. So we'll get on and get the rest up. So that's them safely stored under the compost unit on the drying racks. Some very, very nice, say, just really good size for pickles. Hopefully they'll dry out fine. And then there's just a few smaller ones there. I'll take those up at home, use them up. Yeah, so where they were, I'll just get those, I'll just get it cleaned up. There's not very much weeding at all really, but I did find, I love finding these, another little yew seedling, so I'll get that potted up as well. So in this piece of ground here I've got a row of leeks to go in, so whether it'll go next to the onions or this side doesn't really matter. And I've got a row of another lot of the pongo beans that Bill and Val sent me, so they'll should have enough plants to make up a row here as well, so that'll refill that piece of ground. So that's the yew seedling potted up, just soaking in some bucket of water here, and I found another one. That one was actually in the carrot frame. So that's two, just to give you a sec. So I've got two down there, so once those others have been watered I'll put them behind here in the shade. And I've got two more up at home that I found, potted up, two more on the micro orchard, so that's 8 to go into my yew hedge. Happy days. Another thing I've been busy with is fruit thinning, so there's a bucket full of thinnings there. They're just off the plot here. I've got the same again, probably a bucket and a half on the micro orchard, so I've nearly done all the apples, just 1 or 2 trees haven't finished, and then I've got the plum trees to do. Yeah, here's a bit of a blooper, excuse me, with the blueberry bushes. I just overlooked the watering, and well, you can see this one's, the leaves have entirely gone. On this one it's about half and half, so that they're okay, they're just crisp, but that branch down there is alright, so I think that one will be okay. I'm just hoping that will come back, but I was so annoyed with myself, but you know, hey ho, it's one of those things. So we're about done, not going home empty handed, so we've got some nice bundle of rhubarb. These are the first of the new season's beetroot. We've got the shallots, the small ones pulled up before, and the first picking of the curly green kale. Nice big carry bag there. Well, it's been a busy but satisfying afternoon. We've got the elephant garlic lifted, we've got the shallots lifted, we've got the ground cleared ready for planting out, so maybe tomorrow I'll come back and get those leeks planted in. I've got a winter squash to plant, and quite a few other things to do, hoping so I can have Wednesday off for a hike. Anyway, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks as always for watching, and please hit that like button and drop me a comment down below if you'd love to. I'd love to read your comments, and see you next one. Bye for now.